We can choose to seek out and celebrate women's achievements to make an inclusive world. On that theme of Choose to Challenge, the Indian Consulate in New York, in collaboration with GAVS Technology, hosted a virtual celebration for International Women's Day. The virtual event saw several speakers and key members, including popular Indian actress Varalakshmi Sarathkumar. Here is the story.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll arise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your lies, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, all right.
Image is based in my roots in Indian classical, hip-hop, and contemporary vocabularies. But it's ultimately my way of using multicultural movement, music, and film to tell globally relevant stories. As a female artist in an industry with enormous gender, racial, systematic inequalities, I choose to challenge. Women have the undeniable power to confront systems that don't serve everyone. And we are just beginning to acknowledge the women all over the world grabbing the reins and taking control over the
Today's theme, Choose to Challenge, is really close to my heart. I have lived the challenge of a woman climbing the corporate ladder and subsequently the challenge of women's entrepreneurship. I subsequently have dedicated time to mentoring women and later in my career sponsoring women so that they could grow in their careers. I believe that everyone has the potential to go way beyond how they perceive their potential. But until we live in a gender equal world, men and women alike must choose to challenge to help women reach their full potential. So I'm going to challenge you during this celebration to ponder the question, how are you helping to forge a gender neutral world?
I was reading about Clara Zetkin, who was born in 1857. In 1911, as an offshoot of their socialist movement in Germany, she promoted the Women's Day, which is now celebrated on March 8th. We are of the belief that in life, you need to have intention, you need to have attention, and then attitude follows. And it is our humble effort to genuinely be one of the leading companies empowering women and really celebrating and engendering women power within GAVS.
You know, when you talk of women empowerment or gender equality, I think the world has come a long, long way. There are changes sweeping across the world. You know, if you look at the Sustainable Development Goals, or before that, the Millennium Development Goals, there is a clear global compact that women empowerment is a key component of socioeconomic development today. Close to health, close to drinking water and sanitation, and other such socioeconomic attributes. The convening strength of women empowerment or women issues the economic strength of women empowerment and such issues, the social imperatives of such issues, and how it is important today to bring all of this in a progress and development has actually got a huge global embrace. So we are very happy that women empowerment is being promoted across the world, and India, of course, is no exception. I would like to give some of the examples that I saw in the last 2-3 years, and it was a surprise for me, the kind of things that are happening in India, things that you would not see in books or you would not see people commenting as yet, because those changes are yet to be fully captured.
India is supposed to have a Mahila code, which means a fast track code for women in every state. But sadly, in Tamil Nadu, instead of having about 33, we have 5, which is an alarming rate, which is why the cases are pending, which is why women don't get justice. And a particular case has to be dragged on for almost 7 to 8 years, or even 10 years sometime, in order to get justice. And the poor woman has to keep going through the same torture and torment over and over again, coming to those courts, reliving it without being able to move on. Which is why I formulated a petition to the law minister stating that please open up the Mahila courts in every single district, and also please grant us justice within 6 months of the case, because a lawyer says that we don't need more than 2 to 3 months in order to get your evidence right in order to fight the case, which means we're just being lazy, not implementing the laws as been written. So which is why I did the petition. Over about 5 lakh people signed it. I went to the law minister in Delhi. I spoke to them, and then in front of me, he actually issued out letters to all the chief ministers of every single state saying a Mahila court has to be opened up in every district of the country. So that is something which I'm proud that I was managed to, try and help out in.